What's going on, you guys? What's going on? It's your favorite girl here, YouTube, Miley Carter. So today's video is going to be my trans dating life video. I already had planned on doing one of these videos soon. However, it came out today. CNN released the footage of Cassie and Diddy in the hotel room, and not the hotel room, the hotel hallway, and what he was doing to her. And I literally had to get off the internet because it was triggering, to me. And I honestly was not going to talk about this on my channel. But I guess the time is now. And it also will be a full circle moment for me, and just like for, I guess, you guys as well, if you are in tune with my music. So I was dealing with this guy, I was dating this guy, and he was in the streets. It was, recent, not too recent, but in the last 5 years, I'll say that. I was dating this guy, and the first 6 months of us, dating, it was cool. Like, he just made me feel like the luckiest bitch in the world, He just made me feel like, I don't know, he just made me feel safe, made me feel loved, made me feel comfortable, made me comfortable made me comfortable enough to be vulnerable, with him more than I've ever been with anybody else, in a plethora of many different ways, like so much deeper than what I'm gonna go. But just kind of read between the lines of some things I say. When I was dealing with him, after kind of like that 6-month mark, things started to really take a turn. And I don't know if you guys ever heard the saying that Tyler Perry said when he was like, you have to see people in all, 4 seasons of their life. When they're broke, when they're happy, when they're sad, when they're mad, like when they experience death, etc., etc., etc. Because people are completely different. And I always tell people, you literally never know someone at all. Like I said, after the 6-month mark, things started to take a turn. He started like putting his hands on me and getting like very violent. There were literally times where this man put a gun to my head and told me that he would kill me multiple times. And this like me coming on here telling you guys this is just also stemming from the fact that like there's a conversation going on my Twitter where I was basically like, because somebody basically was saying like, I cut off people who, I cut off friends who always basically sticking through the same thing with the nigga, and why, they always try to tell their friend about it. So I was like, that's y'all problem. Bitches always trying to cut off their friends, while they're going through these situations. And my thing is, oh wow, I'm getting emotional like that. My thing is, it's just like, when it's y'all turn, y'all don't act that way. Y'all want people to be there for you. So why the fuck would you do that towards your friend, If that's really your friend, like, bitch, when I say friend, like, we stick through the good times and the hard times together, That's a real fucking friend. Like, people be fucking weird and they don't be really friends. And I get you not want to hear that shit 24/7. Because also my thing is, I'm going to give you about a couple times, and then after that, it's like, okay, bitch, we done talking about this. Like, we're not going to keep, bringing this up. Because, at the end of the day, clearly you still want to, go through with it. But on the long end, I'm still your friend, and I'm still going to be there for you. But we're not just going to, keep talking about, when there's no change. But for me, I just, this is why I say, like, if you guys listen to a cry for help, like, if you guys actually listen to the words, like, a cry for help was literally like when I was my most vulnerable. And that's why this EP, that I'm about to drop next month, is so vulnerable to me. Like this is my thing that has healed me even more from dealing with this person. Because like literally, like in the cry for help, I literally say I called my mama crying. She said it's not meant to be. I came home past some nights because sometimes he beats on me. And literally said I want to leave this man alone, but I cherish our history. So it's just like I literally was talking about me dealing with a guy. He has on me, and I literally have the pictures in my phone, like with marks on my neck and everything, like from him. And I remember one time when he put his hands on me, literally in front of his child, and I was crying, and his child literally asked me why I was not crying, and his child chuckled. At that point, I just knew, like, you're saying that you would never, like, hurt me, but how do I know that? How do I know that you're telling the truth? How do I know that this one last time, especially like when you fucking with somebody who's in the streets and they ain't got shit to lose, and well, they got something to lose, because the child is definitely something to lose, but knowing that they're taking time bomb and like just them often saying like what they would do to you, like, and just he would sometimes look at me with this very demonic look in his eyes, like it was crazy. And there were times where I did try to like face back up on him, and the one time that I did, that's when like he definitely made sure that I knew like bitch don't play with me, you know. And it's just wild, like, and I also want to say this: if you are ever in a domestic violence situation with your partner, with anybody, like, please leave as safe as possible as you can. And I do know that sometimes, like, when it comes to dealing with people, especially like a girl or a man that you love, I don't care what anybody say, it's so hard to get up out of that. It's so hard to get up out of that because you love that person. You want them to change. You want them to, be better and do better. But nobody, you cannot make nobody change that doesn't want to change. I'm just, I don't know. It's so weird because my mood I was happy as fuck this morning. I was happy. I was in a good mood, and it's so crazy how me just seeing that Diddy video like just kind of really triggered me. Like, men are crazy. And like even just seeing like some of the stories that's been transpiring over the last few years, over the last couple of weeks, about like men popping up on their ex-girlfriends and like killing their ex-girlfriends, or even like the girl. No, yeah, was it a girl? Yes, it was a girl. She was dating this other girl and she killed the girl at her complex. Like it was just so crazy, like on camera and everything. My lash is probably like crazy right now. If it is, please excuse it. But it's just so fucking wild. Like people are really crazy. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, don't forget to follow me on social media at Miley Carter. Love you guys.